Hello from Topeka. I'm Marley Carpenter, your KSCPA lobbyist. The legislature adjourned early on Saturday morning, passing both a budget and partial property tax reform before they headed home. The legislature will return for veto session on April 9th, taking up gubernatorial vetoes, line item vetoes on the budget bill, and passing final conference committee reports that were not advanced during regular session. With a veto-proof majority in both chambers in a gubernatorial election in 2026, the stakes continue to be high for both parties. House Bill 2573, the CPA Pathway Bill, has been advanced to the governor for her signature. The House concurred with the Senate technical amendments, and the bill is now headed to the governor. The enactment date for the bill is upon publication in the Kansas Register, which is accelerated from the traditional July 1st enactment date. The Board of Accountancy and the Society of CPAs will send out additional information about the new pathway and the opportunities to sit for the exam. The Occupational Licensure Bill, Senate Bill 30, was approved by the House and Senate and has been sent to the governor. The bill requires legislative approval for new licensing requirements or any significant changes to be adopted by state agencies. The bill did pass with a veto-proof majority and is likely to be signed by the governor. The fiscal year 2027 budget was advanced to the governor and is agreed to a $26 billion budget with more than $10 billion in state general fund spending. After some initial concerns expressed by the Senate, the bill advanced and adds a 1% state employee pay raise, an increase in special education by 6%, and addresses some DEI requirements for higher education. The Star Bonds program was renewed, as well as the Kansas Sports Authority adopted in the Conference Committee report for House Bill 2466. The bill renews the Star Bonds program for 5 years and also creates the Chiefs Sports Authority for state ownership of the sports assets for both the Chiefs Stadium and training facilities. World Cup liquor sales, allowing for 23-hour liquor sales during the time of the World Cup, providing an opt-in provision for local communities, was also sent to the governor. The Angel Investor Aviation Tax Credit, as well as the Eisenhower Foundation and Friends of Cedar Crest tax credits, were renewed through 2031. Conference Committee report on Senate Bill 232 establishes the Born to Invest Act and requires the Office of Vital Statistics to share birth record information with the state treasurer, so informal materials can be sent to about government-administered savings programs such as education and disability savings accounts. A portable benefits program was sent to the governor in House Bill 2602, and it establishes requirements for portable benefits for independent contractors and allowing employee contributions to these types of plans. A school choice tax credit was also sent to the governor, which authorizes Kansas to participate in a federal tax credit program that incentivizes donations to scholarship granting organizations to expand scholarship opportunities for school choice and low-income students. The legislature did override a governor's veto on Senate Bill 368, which establishes tax deductions for healthcare sharing ministries, which are faith-based, community-driven organizations where members voluntarily share each other's medical expenses. Legislators will return on April 9th for a 3-day veto session. In past years, Governor Kelly has vetoed a significant number of bills and have made significant number of line item vetoes in the budget bill. Many tax votes do remain outstanding. Several items do remain for veto session, including a property tax constitutional amendment. The Senate passed Senate Concurrent Resolution 1603, but it did fail to pass the House. The bill limits valuation increases to 9% starting in 2027, but would allow the legislature to establish a lower rate by a majority vote. The bill was sent back to conference committee for further work during veto session. Also, a sales tax package was agreed to, but not advanced during regular session, but will be acted upon during veto session. The bill does freeze and continue the local sales tax distribution authority for one additional year for the city-county revenue sharing, adds additional sales tax authority for counties without seeking legislative approval, makes changes to the global intangibles low taxed income GILTI provisions, says some technical cleanup provisions. Again, that bill is likely to be acted upon during veto session. The legislature also agreed on another tax package which extends the RAWS program for 2 more years and includes tax credits for ethanol and gun storage. The bill also includes homestead and safe senior provisions. Again, that bill will be taken up during veto session. Also, unemployment insurance is likely to be taken up during veto session, which provisions would only discontinue calculated negative debt write-offs and forgiveness for negative balanced employers. Finally, the last provision, another provision the legislature may take up during veto session, is a conference committee report for House Bill 2594, which exempts Kansas from daylight savings time and moving us to permanent daylight savings time upon an act of Congress. If you have questions about these issues or any others, please contact myself or Danielle at the KSCPA office. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you after veto session.